Hello and welcome to The Wandering Wind. I'm your host Gregory, and today I want to talk a bit about something that I started really thinking about just this afternoon. I was out with my sister going over to her place to take care of her puppies while she looked for some paperwork to help her replace one of the tires on her car. The tire had a belt or something or other had broken inside it. Evidently there are strips of rubber that tires are made of. I don't know. I'm not automotive savvy, but on the way back, she was drinking a bottle of Crystal Pepsi, and I'm like, wait a minute. Does that taste any different from regular Pepsi? And she's like, no. I'm like, I always thought that the color, because Crystal Pepsi is clear, whereas regular Pepsi is a darker color. I'm like, I always thought that the flavor was what added the color. Nope, the color is the color. And she got me thinking, what the hell do they make artificial food coloring from? So, I end up actually looking it up, and guys, stop buying products with red number 23, yellow number 5, yada yada, because you know what it's made out of? It's made out of oil. You know, the stuff that we make gasoline from, the stuff that we make plastic from, the stuff that, yeah. Also, I've been doing my research, and a lot of these artificial food colorings are carcinogenic, or they can increase the likelihood of you developing certain kinds of cancer. There's a study that was done a while back that proves that children who have artificial food colorings, artificial food dyes in their diet are more predisposed to have hyperactivity problems than those that don't have that artificial food coloring in their food, in their diet. In fact, over in the UK, this is what boggles my mind. Over in the UK, artificial food colorings, aspartame, and a few other things are completely illegal. They've gotten rid of them. But the Food and Drug Administration here, the only time that they ever tried to do that was back in 1985. One of the leaders of the FDA tried to put a ban on everything. That fell through, and so no one's ever tried since. But really, come on. Ugh. So let's review. So over in the UK, they're actually using natural dyes, natural colorings from nature. They use beets for a red color. They use lemon zest and lemon juice to create a yellow dye, and vice versa, so on and so forth. It just boggles the mind. Why would you, for years now, they've been putting these things in our food, and you know the reason why. Because A, it's a cheap way to make food look good, and B, over time the food companies have learned that the foods that they make that sell are the ones that are most appealing to the eye. We eat with our eyes first. Almost every chef that I see on TV says that. That's why presentation in five-star dining is so damn important, because if the customer doesn't like the way the food looks, they're not going to be inclined to try it even though someone else says it's good. Take oysters, for example. I love oysters. Raw oysters on the half shell. But my sister and my mother both swear to me that it looks like snot and that they will never eat it. And to be honest, I don't blame them. It's an acquired taste. But in the same vein, in the same view, you have to be, okay, it used to be that really bright colors in nature designated danger, bad, get away, don't eat me. And it's the same today. Only now it's not so much natural developments from plants and animals. Now it's logic dictating that, oh, this food is designed to look good, it's bad for you, it's dangerous for you, it's got stuff in it that will make you sick. Don't eat that. Go for healthy options. Go for natural, fresh fruits and vegetables. Go for whole wheat or whole grain breads and pastas. Go for low fat, and to be honest, just go for the less colorful stuff. If you go for that, you'll be putting your kids through a lot less hell and yourselves through a lot less pain, because you won't have all these chemicals and shit that are going through your body and making you sick, making you downright diabetic, cancerous, whatever. I mean, look at the statistics. There are more instances of outbreaks of certain kinds of illnesses now than there were 15, 20 years ago. Because 15, 20 years ago, there were less companies that were able to market and sell products that were filled with nothing more than basically bad, 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 bad. But about 20 to 30 years ago, TV dinners became all the rage, and oh, well, if we make our TV dinners look great, people will buy them. And frozen foods, same thing. Yeah, I'm giving myself a headache stressing about all this. But I want to stress this to you. I want to stress this to you more than ever. You need to be careful about what you're putting in your body, because, to be honest, garbage in, garbage out, it's not just the mind, it's the body as well. The body is not able to digest these chemicals, these artificial additives and stuff. And I mentioned aspartame. Let me go a bit deeper into that. Aspartame is an artificial sweetener that's used in substitute of sugar. But, to be honest, comparing aspartame to regular sugar, you'd be better off with the sugar, because if you're a sufferer of headaches, this turns your headaches into migraines. And it's also going to mess with your, immune, well, not your immune system per se, but it's going to mess with other stuff. It's going to mess with your, good God, your glucose, or no, not glucose, but, well, kind of, but it's going to mess with your insulin production. You're putting in trash. You're putting in poison into these foods, and people are buying it. Why? Be careful. Be careful, because I don't want you guys to have to do the kinds of things that I've had to do in order to get off of all these unhealthy foods. And also, it's not just the frozen foods. It's not just the TV dinners. Watch out for the meats. If your meat looks pink, like true, honest to God, bright pink, don't pick that meat, because it's had something added to it to make it look fresh, to make it look brand new, and all it's doing is adding another layer of bad. If it's a little bit on the grayer side, but still has enough pink tint to where you can tell it's fresh, buy it. But if it's so damn pink you could swear it's neon, leave it. Leave it. Food and Drug Administration, my ass. First they start marketing the stuff that's hell on wheels for you, and then they start making the really natural and really good stuff illegal, like kratom. Everyone remember that? It's a natural herb. Yes, it's vaguely related in phylum to the plant that that marijuana is derived from. It's very distantly related to hemp and other plants like that. However, the only really bad drawback of overdosing on it is you throw up. You throw up if you take too much. That's all you do. You don't die. You don't have a heart attack. Nothing. Now, those people that have reported that loved ones had died from this, it's because they got a bad batch that was cut with some really bad drug. But I gotta be honest with you. Moving to herbal solutions for what ails you is probably going to be the best and possibly the only option for you if things go the way they're going to go in the future, with the FDA continuing to push and push and push for the unhealthy crap, and the DEA continuing to ban stuff that's really innocuous. Anyway, this has been the Wandering Wind. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a personal or public safety announcement with this, because you gotta know. And I know most of you probably do know, or most of you probably just don't care, but I want you to care, and I want you to know if you don't know. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll be uploading another video here about a couple minutes, and you will hear from me again soon.